Welcome to Informed Tourist A.I. Can you guess the origin of Sydney's name? Stick around till the end for the surprising answer. Let's dive right into the heart of Australia, where the sun always shines and the people are as warm as the weather. But before we get into this information, please subscribe so you can learn about other cities. Welcome to Sydney, a city bursting with vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, where every corner holds a story waiting to be told. In this guide, we'll take you through the best things to do in Sydney, the hidden gems that only locals know about, and the culinary delights that will make your taste buds dance. But that's not all. We'll also be peppering in some intriguing historical facts that you won't believe. So grab your sunnies and your hat, because this is one adventure you won't want to miss. So, are you ready to explore Sydney with us? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and keep watching. First stop, the Sydney Opera House, but did you know? This iconic structure, sitting on Bennelong Point, is more than just a breathtaking sight. It's a tale of ambition, controversy, and triumph. In the late 50s, Danish architect Jørn Utzon won an international competition to design the Sydney Opera House, defeating over 200 other entries. But his futuristic design was met with scorn and skepticism from some local architects. There were budget blowouts, political interference, and Utzon famously quit before the project was completed. Yet, in 1973, the Opera House, with its distinctive sail-like shells, was finally unveiled. Today, it's seen as a masterpiece of 20th century architecture, hosting over 1,000 performances each year. Just a stone's throw away, the Sydney Harbour Bridge looms. Known affectionately as the coat hanger for its arch-based design, this steel behemoth was an engineering marvel of its time. Completed in 1932, it took 8 years to build, with over 1,400 men working on it. The construction was fraught with danger, with workers scaling dizzying heights without harnesses or safety nets. 16 men tragically lost their lives during its construction. Yet the Iron Lung, as it was also called, provided jobs during the Great Depression and became a symbol of resilience and determination for the city. Crossing the bridge, you'll find yourself in Kirribilli, home to the Prime Minister's Sydney residence, and a perfect spot for a picnic with a view. And as you stroll along the harbor, don't forget to look down. You might just spot a fairy penguin or two. They're the world's smallest penguins and call Sydney Harbour home. Oh, and one more thing. The bridge and the Opera House you see today? They're standing on what was once the traditional lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. Their connection with this land stretches back tens of thousands of years, long before the sails of the Opera House graced the harbor, or the steel girders of the bridge spanned the water. From the modern marvels to the ancient, let's delve into Sydney's rich indigenous history. Long before the Opera House, Sydney had a rich indigenous culture. Stretching back over 65,000 years, the indigenous history of Sydney is both vast and vibrant. The land, originally inhabited by the Gadigal people, was a bustling center of life, culture, and trade. One must simply stroll through the Royal Botanic Garden to understand this, a living library of plants used by the Gadigal people for food, tools, and medicine. The garden is a testament to the indigenous people's deep connection with the land and their profound understanding of its ecosystems. Even today, the echoes of their legacy reverberate through the city's lanes and byways. Each tree, each stone, each breath of Sydney air whispers tales of this ancient civilization. A civilization that thrived on this land, long before the sails of the Opera House kissed the Sydney sky. From history to mystery, let's uncover Sydney's hidden gems. Ever heard of the Wendy Whiteley Secret Garden? Let's explore. Tucked away in the suburb of Lavender Bay lies a hidden gem just waiting to be discovered, the Wendy Whiteley Secret Garden. This enchanting oasis was born out of tragedy as Wendy Whiteley, wife of the famed artist Brett Whiteley, began to transform a neglected piece of public land into a garden sanctuary after her husband's untimely death. Today it's a tranquil haven filled with winding pathways, lush greenery, and unique artwork offering stunning views of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. But wait, there's more. Have you ever pondered about the mysteries of the human body? Well, Sydney has you covered with the Museum of Human Disease, located within the University of New South Wales. It's one of the only places in the world where you can come face to face with over 2,000 real human tissue specimens showcasing a range of diseases. It's a fascinating, if slightly eerie, insight into the world of pathology. Next, let's journey to the suburb of Newtown, where you can immerse yourself in the bustling world of street art. The back streets and laneways here are a canvas to a vibrant array of murals and graffiti, each telling its own unique story. It's an open-air gallery, showcasing the city's dynamic and diverse art scene. And for the bookworms among us, let's not forget the State Library of New South Wales. It's not just a library, it's a treasure trove of historical artifacts, including Captain Cook's original journal from his first voyage to the Pacific. Finally, for a serene escape from the city hustle, head to the Chinese Garden of Friendship. Nestled in Darling Harbour, this garden is a symbol of friendship between Sydney and its sister city Guangzhou in China. It's a place of tranquility and beauty where you can sip tea in a traditional tea house, surrounded by waterfalls, lakes, and exotic plants. Now that we've worked up an appetite, let's discover Sydney's culinary delights. Sydney isn't just about sights, it's a foodie's paradise too. This vibrant city is a melting pot of cultures, and this diversity shines through in its culinary scene. From the bustling food markets of Chinatown, where you can sample authentic dumplings and Peking duck, to the high-end restaurants of Darling Harbour, where the freshest seafood is served with a side of stunning views, Sydney caters to every palate. Don't miss out on the aromatic delights of the Sydney Spice Alley, a hidden gem where you can taste the flavors of Asia. Or venture to the city's Little Italy, where you can enjoy a hearty plate of pasta, followed by a scoop or two of gelato. And if you're a fan of brunch, well, Sydney has turned this meal into an art form. So we've explored, we've eaten, and now it's time to answer our opening question. So where does Sydney's name come from? Here's the surprising answer. Sydney, the vibrant city that we all know and love, was named after a man named Thomas Townsend, who also went by the title of Lord Sydney. Now you might be wondering, who was this Lord Sydney? Well, he was the British Home Secretary at the time when the city was established. Quite the influential figure, wouldn't you agree? Now, to give you a bit of historical context, the city was founded in the late 18th century, a time when Britain was expanding its colonial reach across the globe. It was during this period that the decision was made to establish a penal colony in Australia. And who better to name it after than the man who was overseeing Britain's domestic affairs at the time? So there you have it, the intriguing origin of Sydney's name. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist A.I. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. It's completely free, and it's a huge support. If you want to know about any other city, just comment and ask. Please subscribe.